Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me here today. My name is Maria, and I will be your instructor for this class on behavioral interviewing. Just to give you a little idea of what we're going to be learning about today and how this class is going to go, let's start with the agenda. So first, we're going to have our introduction to this class. Followed by that, we're going to have a practice evaluation as a group of what you've learned. And then we're going to get into small groups, and we're going to have a group exercise. Then you'll go back to your workstation and you're going to do an individual quiz. You will be required to score 75% or higher to pass this class. And then after we're all done with that, we're going to have a recap of everything we learned today, a time for questions, and a discussion. And then whenever we wrap that up, we're going to have our dismissal, and I will pass out a form for you to review the class and how I did today, any changes that you would make or suggestions to how we can do this class better in the future. So in this class, you'll be learning about behavioral interviewing, some of the benefits of behavioral interviewing, and why it is effective, and why and when to use it. Primary goals today. By the end of this course, our goal is that you will be able to define behavioral interviews, have a score on that quiz that we spoke about of 75% or higher, and apply these skills that you've learned today to on-the-job situations. So let's start with the definition. What is behavioral interviewing? Well, behavioral interviewing is a technique that assesses a candidate's ability to meet the job requirements based on their previous experience. The technique is based on the idea that past performance is the best indicator of the future performance. Therefore, the way candidates have used their skills in the past can predict how they will perform if you do hire them. Using the behavioral interviewing techniques, you want the candidate to tell a story that highlights their ability to perform essential job functions and to be successful in that position. Some examples of behavioral interviewing and behavioral interview questions to ask. The ability to work under pressure. Some examples would be, give me an example of a situation where you were required to work under pressure. How did you respond? Describe a time when you were given a job or assignment that you had no prior training for. How did you learn to do it? Attention to detail. What do you do to verify that your work is accurate? Describe a time that you made an error and why did you miss the mistake and how did you handle that situation? Can you describe a time when a coworker made that mistake and you discovered it? And how did you approach that situation? Communication. Talk about a time when you had to contribute verbally to get an important point across. How did you accomplish this? Did you ever have an experience at work where you had to tell other people what you thought or how you felt, and what was that outcome? Can you see here these examples and how you could use those in your real work interview? So here's some more with conflict management, creativity, and decision making. Now, have you asked anyone these questions? I would like to take this time for everyone to share some examples of questions similar to these that you have asked yourself. And I'm passing out this summary now where you will write down a summary of everything that we've learned today and went over in the class. Thank you. Here is my contact information. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, and have a great day.